In reality, most of the people who serve the public in California live on modest wages and retire on modest pensions. The average public employee pension in California is $26,000 a year, and many live on far less. We are being held up as the poster children for California's budget problems, and yet pensions make up just 3% of our entire state budget. Public employees have agreed to pension concessions that have saved the 70 already $570 million in the past 2 years, and we are agreeing to pay more into our pensions in the hundreds and hundreds of local jurisdictions. We fully support efforts to stop spiking and other abuses of the systems that are grabbing so many headlines today. We've given our fair share, and that's what we're talking about here, a fair shake, a promise, a solemn oath. It's time to start telling the truth about retirement security for working families.
My colleagues and I transport special needs kids to school every day, rain or shine, professionally and safely. The notion that all public employees are collecting fat pensions is simply not true. The average public pension, as he mentioned, is $26,000 a year. The average classified school employee receives a pension of about $14,000 a year and has to work many extra years to get that because most are part-time workers. Public employees already are sacrificing to help solve California's budget crisis. A bipartisan agreement, as he mentioned, that we supported on pensions saved California over $400 million last year. In our own Chico Unified School District, classified workers agreed to suspend a retirement benefit. We took a loss from furloughs and agreed to look at eliminating unfilled positions and reduce hours in others. That saved our own district over $1 million. Our community and our jobs are very important to us. We are all working to make this a great place to live. Public pensions are not to blame for California's budget deficit. Pensions amount to just 3% of the state budget. Given the facts, Californians know better than to believe they must choose between helping kids and supplying security to its retirees. We must protect the retirement security for dedicated public servants who drive school buses, keep campuses clean, and assist teachers in classrooms. Don't buy the hype, California.
I've worked for Yuba County Health and Human Services for over 20 years, and as my sign in front of me says, if I were able to retire today, my pension would get me and my family $1 above the federal poverty level. We are not the rich people you hear about from Bell. We are not the high-paid, six-figure people that you read about in your newspapers and databases. We're the people who stand next to you in line at the grocery store, cheer on our kids at public school events, and we believe that, and I believe that the pension system that I have and the plan that I have is what all Americans should be striving for, not something where you have to gamble with your funds every month and choose your own investments to hope to God that you are better at picking a winner than winning the slots at your local casino.
Period for 31 years I paid into my retirement system, and the fact is that the money that I get each month now is mainly from that fund, the fund that the employer paid all those 31 years, and the proceeds from the investments. A very tiny part, about 2%, comes from the state budget. So it's another one of the big lies that somehow the pensions are breaking the state of California. It's not true. And also I should point out that the millions and millions of dollars that public employees receive as pensions, every cent of it goes back into the community and back into the economy of California.
My name is Terry Barber, and I'm a proud public employee, a real public employee. I've worked for Sutter County in the stressful world of child support establishment and enforcement for 14 plus years. And in 9 days, I will retire. Like most other public employees, I've not lived in luxury. I was a single mom for many years. I have 3 children and 3 grandchildren now. I drive a 2002 Mazda Protege, and I own my home. Well, I own my home as long as I keep up making the payments in retirement. I've earned my pension, and I deserve it. Between my pension and Social Security, I'll come somewhat close to what my every 2-week paycheck has been, but not all the way. I'm proud to be a public employee, and I want everyone to know my money from my pension, my money from my paycheck has gone to fund and be spent in Yuba City and in Sutter County and in the state of California. Thank you.
We've already made concessions. They rolled back the pension system to the levels that it was at in 1999. So we've all already made a give up, along with all the employees who've been laid off and had to take pay cuts. It's not taxpayer money. It is contributions by employees and some contribution by employers. Taxpayer money is minuscule in this whole scheme of things. As the investment environment improves, the CalPERS fund may be back up to 80% of it from return on investment. These are the things that the press are not reporting.